Hello, ladies and gentlemen. As always, I'm your host, Airsoft Al, and this is, of course, something I have been wanting to do for a while now and hadn't really come up with a name for it until just now, actually. So, as you all know, I am, of course, someone who does a lot of stuff on a budget, budgets a lot of things, basically on a pretty tight budget, basically. And recently, thanks to, of course, Wolfman, I was able to get this, which of course is the CSI XR5. I did a review on it. It's not, yeah, but it could be better. And with, of course, the SHOT Show stuff and the EWA stuff and everything else CSI has been talking about, the fact they're coming out with a V2 of this thing is something I'm actually kind of, well, excited for. But then I realized, well, there are going to be people out there who basically already have these and don't know what to do on a budget like myself. Well, that's where, again, this kind of comes into play and why it's called on a budget. So let's just go ahead and kind of break down exactly what that is and why I say on a budget. So, first off, this is the XR5. Obviously, it's V2. The first option you could do is just buy a Lancer Tactical, or any other V2 gearbox, slap it in there, and boom, Bob's your uncle. Already done, everything's fine. But you see the parts here. Well, these parts here are actually what's going to be going in this. So, each one of these parts is different. 5 are Lancer Tactical, 1 is a Solink? Solink? I think that's what it is. I don't know. It's Solink, but either way though. Basically, full metal piston, or full metal, piston. Full metal piston, 14 teeth, all that good jazz. Now, each one of these things here, all this combined was under 140 bucks to under 120 bucks, depending on if any one of these things go on sale. Each one of these is going to be something that's going to be going in the XR5. And again, the reason for this is to do two things. One, show how to upgrade a gun like this. And number two, because there are people who are going to be like me who like to tinker and have friends who also like to tinker. So we're going to basically do an entire video, well I am anyway, with some friends hopefully that we can get together. And we are literally going to basically take this thing apart and we are going to make all of this go in this, and then we're going to see the end results at the end of the day. Now, depending on if the build happens here or happens in another location is still ongoing, because again, this is just something that's happening, and I'm going to be talking to guys. I'm going to see if we can't all just get together at a place and just basically tinker on this thing with the camera and kind of talk about each part and what it does and why you should do this. And the parts I do have for this is, of course, some bearings, full metal bearings, full metal nozzle, a hop-up unit, the Lancer Tactical hop-up unit. People have told me, hey, this is bad, this is this, blah, 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 blah. I'm actually someone who actually wants to test the thing out and actually show the results of what this is, because again, this is on a budget. Full metal piston, full metal here, and full metal full seal. And the whole point of this is to not only, again, be on a budget, but also just, again, show how it's all done. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be a massive series. If anything, it's probably going to take a bit to get together and get stuff going and make sure all of it is in place. Because believe me when I say that, a lot of this is going to take planning, and a lot of this is going to take effort on not just my part, but also my friends' parts, because the people I want to get in on this to kind of have a lot of perspectives is my friend Wolfman, and of course my friend JFresh, who you've seen on the channel and seen his gameplay from, of course, Operation Blackburn a few other times. Again, it's one of those things that, legitimately speaking, I'm wanting to go into this to give not only information, but also do something budget-friendly. So, depending on how well this goes, and if this actually does pick up steam, I will be doing a lot more of these in the future for other builds and other things to do. And again, just kind of doing this on a budget. Again, I want to do this. I want to get my friends, actually seem someone on board for this. I know Wolfman has been positive about it. JFresh, it's more or less a scheduling thing. and well, as Wolfman, it's a scheduling thing, and with me, it's a scheduling thing. So it's basically we have to wait for the stars to align before we can pull the trigger on this and basically say, hey, let's build this bitch. And obviously film it, explain, and literally just do a lot of experiments with it, and then take it out to the field and show the finished product in action. So that's just kind of what's going on. And if you guys are actually excited for this, especially for those who are on a budget or kind of like to tinker but can't exactly shell the money out for a lot of the stuff that's there on the market right now, but you can only go for the budget stuff, then hey, here's some options that we're going to test out. Lancer Tactical is the most you will see on Amazon, like it is the most prolific, the most prevalent, along with, of course, T238 and a lot of other stuff. So again, we're going to be testing out everything. And hopefully this will turn out really, really good. I hope it turns out really, really good, because I'd love to actually make this work. Either way, though, as always, I've been Alex, basically, here at All American Airsoft Media. And we hope to see you guys in the new series, which is literally, well, can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but basically, I think it's like Airsoft on a budget, I think we're going to go with, or just upgrading on a budget, or building on a budget, or something. Basically, budget's in the title. And I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments section about what the title should be on a budget. Let me know in the comments section. Till next time.